Alright, so a little while ago, I did a video for, was it, top 100 worst Game Boy Advance games. Now, back then my quality in videos was pretty fucking poor. And I always had to explain, I didn't pick the games on the list. I chose them off a list of bad video games online. Now, I have better video recording technology and shit. I'm redoing some of the more popular ones. So I present Scooby-Doo Monsters Unleashed Remastered. Hope you enjoy. Because I did not. This thing, some of the games on the list were not that bad. This game was one of those. It was okay to play until you actually make it through the entire game. Then you realize why it's on that list. Because the first level in the Haunted Mansion, okay, it's playable. But after the mansion, shit just goes downhill. Let's have an example. Okay, example number 1. Meet Scooby-Doo, the character you'll be spending the most time as. Now, Scooby has the worst attack out of all 3 characters you play. His attack is to run directly into enemies. Now, for enemies that take 1 hit to kill, this is okay. Later on in the game, when you encounter enemies that take 2 to 3 hits to bring down, you will get hit no matter what you do running into an enemy like that. So, you get fucked. Okay, time for the next problem in this game. Level 1, 2. Now, how do you make platforming more difficult? Add a fucking enemy that has random attacks you have to dodge that have no pattern, and you have to guess what the hell's gonna happen to dodge it. Cause that is level 1 too. And you can't hurt the pterodactyl this early on. You can probably hit him, but you can't kill him this early on in the game. So you just have to pray that eventually you'll just run faster than him, get lucky enough to dodge most of his shit, and just make it through the level. Because during this level I died about 5 times until I actually managed to get past him. He has no pattern. Nothing that would just give a tell of what attack he's going to do until the final second when he's about to do it. Like a swoop attack, he'll pause for a second and he'll come at you. But you can't really dodge it by the time you see him pause, because by the time you see him pause, it's already too late to dodge. Because there's always a slight delay on the button press when jumping on this game. See, that you think you hit him when it butt bounce? No, he hits you. Scooby-Doo, by the way, also has the worst hit detection of all 3 characters. Just throwing that out there. And he's the one you play the most time as. As you notice, 1 death there. I'm just gonna let this play out till I want to show you one more scene in this game that's kind of annoying. Trying to get those damn Scooby snacks. Pretty sure if you don't get enough Scooby snacks, you can't beat the level. Here we go. The health item that you cannot get. Come on, Scooby, jump. Get the fucking health. Nope, can't get it. Can't get that health. Just complete. It's impossible to get that health item. Just fucking teasing you with a health item. That's 1 man, you're gonna need that. Good lord, you're gonna need those. And second death coming up. Yep, there we go. Okay, and now we meet Daphne, the second playable character. Now, despite how it looks, Daphne is actually the most powerful character you can use. She uses a weapon. She doesn't punch or anything, she uses a fucking weapon. As you can see, she has a sword. And I don't care what's going on, a sword will be a butt bounce or jumping on an enemy or fucking running headfirst into said enemy. A sword is going to win. Now, I'm pretty sure this was time at the movie how Daphne was a female, yet smarter and stronger than most of the guys. And pretty much the same way in the game. Smarter, faster, and stronger than Scooby and Shaggy. Still pretty crappy, but it's fun playing with Daphne. If you can play the entire game with Daphne, the game may actually be pretty good. But you can't. By the way, I was lying. As you can see by stage 2-3, Daphne loses her little sword. But, she gains karate moves. which, albeit not the same feel as a sword, still better than Scooby and Shaggy by far. You will just fuck enemies up, punching and kicking them. By the way, she also has a little hip check, basically just slamming your ass into an enemy. I don't really call that an attack, but apparently that is an attack. I don't like to use it much, though. I prefer the old-fashioned method of kicking the fuck out of shit. Like so. It's timeless, it works well, it's better than just slamming your ass into something. Moving on. Okay, meeting our third character, Mr. Shaggy Rogers. And you remember how much I said I loved hip checks? Well, Shaggy's main attack. Yeah, just the... Okay, fuck me. Just fuck me. Get it over quickly. I don't want to die. Fuck me. Sticking his ass directly in front of the enemy. That is a fuck me pose if I've ever seen one before. Just take it and go away. Go away. Take my little ass and go away. I don't want to die. Pathetic. Just, by the way, his jump, it almost matches Scooby and just horrible. The time delay on the button. Oh yeah, by the way, that's another good fuck me pose right there. Just take and go away. Okay, so who's ready for a bullshit boss fight now? Because, ladies and gentlemen, level 3-4. I mean, 2-4. The Black Knight. Now, what appears to be just a standard, just fucking whack the shit out of a boss fight, slowly becomes a goddamn-it boss fight. As you would press all these buttons in quick succession, otherwise he just resets in health. Like, L, B, left, right, A. It's always random, you gotta press them all in time. Now, it took me about 5 tries in this, just to figure out the only way to actually input all those buttons at one time was just to constantly press every single button on the controller. Just press every single button. As soon as the screen pops up with that, just stop pressing everything and you'll fucking beat it. Because it doesn't matter if you get anything wrong, you just have to press that one button, and it'll just move to the next button. So just randomly press every single button on the controller, button smash, done. And that is a well-designed boss fight right there. Okay, and beginning in the, I forget what the hell this is called, the bar, you now have the green goo item. Basically, you can throw green goo at the enemy and make them weaker to your attack. Why? Because if you don't throw the green goo at the enemy, you have to hit them 3 to 4 times a piece. Now, the problem with the green goo is, when you're throwing the goo at the enemy, odds are they're just going to hit you. Because while you're throwing that goo, it takes about a second for the animation to play. They'll still walking at you. And there's a delay to hitting the goo as well, so apart from the second of throwing the goo, you also have that delay from pressing the button to throwing the goo. So you're looking at least a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds. And when you're playing a video game that's about reflexes and shit, 2 seconds... Oh, by the way, you're also introduced to fail jumps, too. If you fail a jump, you're going to instantly die, so... Gotta be careful of that from now on, because that's going to play a major part in this game to fucking raging later on. Anyway, the goo. It's basically useless because by the time you throw the goo and you hip check the enemy, you can just easily have hit them 2 to 3 times and kill them already anyway, so just hit them. It's easier, it's more fun, and that's about all I can say for the goo. And now about halfway through the game, you get introduced to a little... minigame of sorts, I suppose you'd call it. Now, it gives you no instruction on what the hell you're supposed to be doing at all, or how to do it. So, it's basically trial and error for the first 2 times to figure it out. You have to stay out of line of sight of the person you're following. Occasionally, he'll just turn around like that, you gotta stay out of that. And you gotta make it to the end, following his ass. You have 3 seconds when he leaves the screen to catch up to him. So yes, you gotta be right behind him. At first, it's a fun break, I suppose that you could say, from the rest of the game, the platforming and shit. But as it gets difficult later on, it becomes more of a hassle than fun. Just, turn around, you asshole. Let me catch up. 3 seconds. Come on, I gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there. Fuck, missed it by half a second. So, yeah. Fun idea in theory, not so much later on. Okay, and introducing another annoying-ish level. The, you know that part in the movie where you had to slide down Main Street on a trash can lid? Well, this is their interpretation of that. You have almost no control over this thing. Just immensely horrible control on this thing. You can speed up, slow down, but good luck making a fucking turn. Just good luck. There is no way in hell this part was play tested at all. There is no fun to be had in this, and there is no control whatsoever. Good luck just not crashing into every fucking thing you try to avoid. Because as you can see here, it's impossible to turn right or left properly. I am trying my hardest right here just to make a simple turn. Impossible. Just here I go. Just you have to go as slow as you can, or you miss shit and hit everything you can. But you have to go fast in order to beat these assholes down. So it's a catch-22. You can't go fast, but you can't go slow either. And I got lucky and beat that guy by slamming into his ass. That's the only way I managed to get past that level. Fun, huh? And then immediately following that downhill catastrophe, we're introduced to this little, it looks like Tetris blocks to me, but you gotta connect the wire to the other wire with the Tetris blocks. Now, surprisingly, the hardest level of this is level 1, because that's the level you get the fewest pieces on, and it takes a little bit of brain power to figure out how these pieces all to go together. But once you realize, oh, I don't actually have to connect them, that it's the touch, it becomes pretty easy. For example, all I have to do is drop that little 2-piece right there, right next to that left square, but I didn't know that's how you had to connect them until a little while later. So yeah, all you have to do is just make them touch each other, not connect in any specific way. So once you figure that out, it's ridiculously easy. You get 3 puzzles like this, and the other 2 you get a shit ton more pieces. It's basically retarding proofing the puzzle, because let's face it, if you made it this far, they're just rewarding you now. Like, okay, you suffered through all this crap, just take it easy. Just here, just go on. And finally, we come to the last shitty minigame, where the Main Street drive scene picks up again. Now, this is okay to start with, but as soon as you start encountering other cars, you are fucked. Because the van has, again, shitty control. Not quite as bad as the garbage can lid, but pretty fucking bad. Okay, let's watch. Let's just watch some of this right now. Pterodactyl always homing in on you. You gotta speed up, slow down, but you got traffic to avoid, so yeah, good luck with that. As you notice, avoiding those cars, pretty fucking difficult. Because you gotta stay at the top of the screen, otherwise the pterodactyl gets you. But if you stay at the top of the screen, you slam into the cars. So again, lose-lose scenario. Just horrible game design with this shit, honestly. And this asshole, this guy is fucking drunk. Look at this. He needs to have his CDL license revoked. Just take that shit back. Whoever is driving that tanker truck, just no, bad. He was at that bar before. He must have had 12 beers. Cause you drive a fucking tanker truck like that, you're gonna kill people. And yeah, somehow I beat the level. Amazingly. Rank D. Still passing. Okay, and this level right here, this is why I quit playing this, right? Because it's not worth the time involved. The amount of effort it takes to do this, I spent over 2 hours on this level right here. It's not getting done. It takes an insane amount of luck. Okay, first off, this boss right here, I got lucky because he kind of glitched out of the screen, as you can see. Well, not boss, but guy, he kind of glitched off the screen. So I was able to jump to that platform easily. That right there kills you about half the time, that asshole. Coming up, these three kill you off the platform nonstop because they're standing on the platform like that. You can't get past them. This is the fourth attempt I made it, by the way. I somehow managed to get past these three idiots. By the way, you can't kill these guys. They just get up infinitely. This guy will kill you again. I luckily got past him. And this jump right here killed me. Because you gotta make that perfect jump at the end of the platform. And it's just not worth doing anymore. Final verdict. This game starts off good. Well, okay. And it just goes fucking downhill so fast that just don't play it. Do yourself a favor. Don't play it. Bad game overall. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I see the want to in your eyes. Deep in your smile, there's a quiet, soft desire.